After missing out on Worlds last season, today is the first chance of the new season to get some points on board in order to qualify for Worlds 2024. For today's Town League, there will be more than 100 players, so it's quite crazy. It will be very competitive. Just looking to get some points on the board. Hopefully we can get a win. For deck choice, I've chosen to go with the Lost Zone box. Been deciding between that and Saberzard for the longest time, for the past 2 weeks at least. Saberzard gets me to 10 cards in the Lost Zone quicker because I play the list from Sirius Davis with multiple Forest Seal Stones and Lost Vacuums, but it doesn't have the early game damage, so I decided to go with Lost Box. The list is pretty similar to the one I played at Singapore Nationals last season, except there wasn't Ordinary Rod then, so I replaced the Clara and the Energy Recyclers with 4 Super Rods. And then, because recently there have been a lot of lists with tech cards like Holucha and what's that? Roxanne. So traffic's a bit heavy here. So, but I decided to drop all these for more tracking shoes and more consistency. So hopefully that works out for me. I just realized I left my Jolteon plushie at home. Bruh. It just doesn't feel right without my Jolteon plushie at my side, but I'll try my best.
79. Coming soon!
Coming soon.
Later.
The game 1 curse strikes again. Was playing against William, who was running a Miraidon EX deck. So he correctly judged me into a pretty bad hand mid-game, but still managed to Sable Eye his for 2 prizes. Greninja and Sable Eye for 2 prizes, and then I needed to use Dragonite V to knock out his active Miraidon EX, and then after 2 flower selectings, didn't get it, and after the game I took a look at the top card. It was the Dragonite V, and I had Energy Mirage Gate on hand, so unlucky. So it's the familiar climb from 0-1 back again. Used to it, I guess, but could be better, but oh well, gotta climb.
2 hours later.
It's end of game 4. Lost my second game against Calvin, who was playing Gardevoir EX with the Greninja on his 2 Curliers. Was 1 card away, it was the next card, but it happens. Game 3 was against Charmaine, who was playing Qianbao EX, so she didn't get her cards to evolve her Frigibax early, so managed to turn 2 or 3 Sabai one of her Frigibaxes, because the other one was 70 HP, so I put 6 on it. Next turn, clean up the after she evolved it to Excalibur, and then she couldn't set up, and Dragonite V took over. Game 4 was against Jun Yi, who was playing Giratina V-Star. So I managed to get to 10 pretty early. He didn't get his choruses, so Saber I took over. So game 5 was against Ernest, was playing Gardevoir. So I got lucky because when he used my Pokestop, he threw away his Manaphy. So I managed to use Radiant Greninja to get 2 prizes. And then he had to send out Manaphy when I wrote. So I used Cramorant to hit it, and then Greninja again, and Sableye to clean up. How are you doing, Yuxian?
3-2.
3-2 game.
Yeah.
Who do you lose to?
Lose to... What was my first game? I forgot I lose to who. I lose to Rashidi, Gardevoir.
Oh no.
Then I lose to Kelun, which is colorless Lugia, I think.
Oh no.
He's stable 4.
For colorless Lugia tough.
Yeah.
I hope I don't meet.
Okay.
2 more games to go. Hopefully I can win both of them to get into top 16. That is the goal. Get some points on board. Best of luck to me. It's end of game 6. I was up against Kenny, who was playing Lugia V-Star. One of the worst matchups, I guess. Poki stopped away my Raikou V and forgot to ordinary rod it back. So the win con would have been to boss the Lugia V-Star out for the game, but I think in my panic didn't manage to think of it. Rodded back the wrong Pokemon. But he started badly, couldn't get his Lugia V until turn 2. Couldn't take advantage of that. I did KO with his Radiance Arena with 2 Cramorant attacks, which was a bit wasted. The better play would have been to use Saber Eye on 3 on the Radiance Arena. No, 5, because he healed 5 on the Radiance Arena and the rest on the Stone Journal, which was the only other active, but couldn't pull it off. Yeah, so yep, 3-3 now, hoping for the last game to be a victory so that I can finish within the top 32. Hello Jason, what score today?
Don't tell.
Don't tell. How bad?
2 wins.
2 wins, okay lah. Never mind, warm up. Regional, then you come back.
I hope so.
Hope so.
Good luck to you too.
Good luck, all the best. Alright, ended the Town League with a record of 4-3. Last game was against Wenjun, who was playing Chen Pao. I would say maybe it's more of a Chen Pao Excalibur Palkia deck. It's not the pure Palkia deck. So I got lucky in the sense that I managed to turn 2. I started first, so I managed to turn 2 Saber Eye, both of his Frigibags. So he didn't play the 70 HP one, he played the 60 HP one. So it was a lost mine for the 60-60. From then on, I had the lead and didn't surrender it. So pretty straightforward. Not too happy, to be honest, with a record of 4-3. We will know our rankings later, especially when the first 2 losses were so close. I was the next card away from the game-winning card, right? So it's a bit frustrating, but it happens, right? This is Pokemon for you. Okay, we are here with the Town League champion, Devansh. How do I pronounce your name again? Devansh. Yeah. Okay, so Devansh, congratulations first on winning the first Town League of the new season.
Thank you, Mickey.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts about winning the Town League?
It feels good. It's my first win. Starting the season off strong. Hope to keep it up.
Okay. So what deck were you piloting and why did you choose to play?
So I was playing Palkia V-Star with Chen Pao. The same deck that Cyrus Davis got 9th place at Worlds with.
Okay. So what made you choose that deck?
So I think I chose it for a couple of reasons. One is Palkia is just, it's nostalgic for me because Palkia and Teleon was one of my first competitive decks.
Okay.
And I just think it has good matchups across the board. Like all matchups are 50-50 or better. So when you're going into a town league, you really don't know what you're going to come up against. So good to have something that's good against everything.
Especially with the wide range of decks available, right? Almost any deck can win the competition. Okay, so what are the more memorable matchups or the more difficult matchups that you faced today?
So I faced 2 Mew VMAX, which is an okay matchup, but if they draw hot, it can be a little difficult. But I did play the Spiritomb, which actually put in a lot of work.
Okay, that's good.
So one of my matches I just won because my opponent couldn't draw out of Spiritomb.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So any tougher matchups other than Mew?
I guess Miraidon is not great because it's kind of a coin flip. Whoever takes the first 2 prizes probably is gonna win. True. Because of weakness, so you just go 2 prize.
Yeah.
But thankfully I didn't face any.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, sometimes it takes a bit of luck to escape the
matchup roulette.
Yeah. Okay, so last question. Any tips for newer players, or because I believe you're quite new in the game, right?
I've been playing for 2 years.
2 years?
2 years,
Yeah, 2 years.
relatively.
Yeah, relatively new. So any tips for people that want to come into the game or?
Sure. So, I mean, it's a good time to come in. The community is very welcoming. And if you want to do well, honestly, just like keep playing, keep practicing. And I think it really helps to play one deck over and over, because once you're really familiar with one deck, then you can think of branching into other decks. Like I've been playing Palkia for a couple of months now. Okay. So that helped a lot. Yeah, so practice one deck first, be very familiar with it, and then move on to other decks. Okay, so congratulations once again. Thank you so much. Hope to see you in the next competition. Yeah, definitely. All right, thank you. Thank you. See you around.